especially if this is your first time here, welcome also. So what I do every month is I just compile a video of all the clips of everything I've sold on eBay, and then I share it with you. And at the end of the video, I share some statistics, like things you really want to know, how much I sold, how much I listed, the profit I made, and so on and so forth. And I just feel like maybe this month I should mention that I'm just a average regular person. I'm at home with my children. I'm homeschooling them. I've got a lot going on, and eBay is just something I do in my spare time, kind of as a hobby, and also to supplement income a little bit. It works, it works really well with what I have available. I don't have to get a sitter. I'm not one of those mega sellers. I'm just a regular person who has stuff going on, and I just do this to make a little money and for some fun. It's a lot of fun for me. So what you're about to see is clips and sometimes a little story and a little background information on everything I sold in the month of September, and then I'll be back to tell you more. So these are two Magilla Gorilla books. These are old vintage Dura books in pretty good condition for the age. So we have Magilla Gorilla Moves to the Country and Magilla Gorilla and the Banana Nappers. And these I sold for $13.25. Then this is Exploring the Scriptures. This is a 1966 hardcover. It does have some wear, but it has plenty of life left in it. And this I sold for $18.99. This is a Dritz 4 jumbo decorative snap fasteners. It kind of looks like the little snap for like jeans or a jean jacket or something. These are from 1994, so I guess you could say they are vintage. And these I sold for $8.35. The story behind these, if you look at maybe one of my haul videos from a fabric fair, I got a whole bunch of notions for like nothing. Like, I don't remember exactly, but there had been like 4 or 5 different new boxes or little packs of Dritz notions, things like this, similar things to this, in like a little bag for a dime or for a quarter or something. So I'm not going to make a ton on this, but definitely worth my while. This is a pre-owned book, Christian Theology, 3rd edition, by Millard J. Erickson. It's got a little wear, but it looks pretty good. And this I sold for $25.35. This is a World Biblical Commentary, number 36, John. It's hardcover. It does have the dust jacket. Has a little wear to the dust jacket. You can see there's a sticker on the inside cover, but otherwise it looks really good. And this I sold for $14.99. It sold really quickly, actually. I just listed this. Here I have something called Chisel It Replacement Tips by Zizen. I don't know. And these kind of have an interesting little story. If you've seen any of my other eBay videos, things that I've sold through the month, I mention these fabric fairs that I like to go to. Well, several years ago, I had a child bought something, and in the bag were these just kind of thrown in there, and they didn't want them. They held on to them for a couple years, and then they said they were done with them. So I listed them, and these just sold for $14.25. My baby. And then also I have a paper bag pre-owned by Dr. David Jeremiah, Angels. It has some wear, but it's still in pretty good condition. And this I sold for $13. So this is a 24-hour matte lipstick by CoverGirl. It's actually like a black, I believe. It's come through. This I sold for $5.99 for the 2 of those. And then I also sold 2 of these Wonder 2 kits, or products, I guess you could say. So this is a brow filler, and this is a gloss in shade Berry. And I listed these together for $13.55. This is a new Simplicity pattern. It's for different scrub items, and it runs extra large to 3X. And this, I actually have several of this exact pattern. So this is one of those easy listings where you make a quantity and you can just keep selling it. But this pattern I sold for $8.88. So I've had this lot of books together for sale for quite some time, probably 3 years. But it's some different Assateague Island books, like informational books, and then also the Seaside Naturalist, which all kinds of really great things for studying seaside, sea life, and so on. So anyways, finally sold these for $13.75. This is a vintage paperback by Andrew Murray in good condition, and this I sold for $11.25. And now I just sold one of these recently, and now I've sold another, I guess because weather is getting a little more wintry, but it's a brand new Columbia size 3T girls winter coat. And this I sold for $50.99. This is a Zoom System adventure kit. It is a construction kit. Build a new world of numbers, shapes, and space. A dip zone model in soap solution to make amazing geometric bubbles. It's supposed to have 242 pieces. This one has 231. So I listed everything that was in fact missing, so they know exactly what they're getting. I went through it all. And I picked this up at the Goodwill. The Goodwill is a great place to find like random vintage things like this that are maybe rare or hard to find. Things that they never made again, or at least if they did, they weren't real popular. So this, I probably paid, I can't remember exactly, either at the most $3.99, at the least probably $1.99. So there's my price range of what I paid for it. And I sold it for $51.99. This is just a vintage leaflet, easy to do macrame. And I love picking these up because you can get them super cheap or even for free. And certain ones are worth a little money. Some are not. It just kind of depends. This one, it's very, very small. This one I sold for $12.25. And then I also have, this is a unique lipstick. So a while back, I don't know if you've heard, if you've seen my previous videos, or if you saw the Unique haul video, that this cosmetic line is called Unique. I got a ton of brand new Unique items, really reasonably priced at a secondhand store. This is shade Stuck Up. So this I sold for $14. So this is really exciting, I think, and this is another one of those items of mine that has like a little story behind it. So this is a 1992 Sears The Great American Wish book. So it says save this catalog until August 31st, 1993. Now some people save these forever, apparently. So how I came across this, and I think I listed 3 others. So I had a total of 6 big old catalogs like this. Some of them were a little newer, like maybe like early 2000s, like 2009, 2006. Some of them were in the 90s, like this one. So I've listed 4 of them. 2 of them weren't going to really be worth selling with the size of the book or the catalog and the shipping costs. So I just kept them for my kids to use to cut out of, to make collages and do things for school. because it's hard to come across a catalog like these used to be, right? So this one here is about 1 inch thick, and we always had the JCPenney catalog when I was a kid, but Sears had one just like it, and you could get anything in it. Now this one has more toys and things because it was, you know, the Christmas catalog. And these are so fun to look through and look at the clothes. So how I came across these was that my brother recently bought a house to have as a rental, and left in the basement on a shelf at the very top was the stack of these old catalogs. And he asked if I wanted them. And I'm like, yeah. And so it turns out they're worth a little something. They're not worth like a ton, but probably the older they are, the more they're worth. But, oh, here we go. Here's the toys. Check it out. We just have to take some time and appreciate this. So this is the Lights and Sounds Dream Palace. Wow, $69.99. That's M. It looks like it even has a remote control. Oh, I never saw that. And Stroll Around Dollhouse. That's kind of cool. That's neat, right? You push it and it was still $50. So one thing I noticed as I was looking through this, there's some trolls, is that some prices were still pretty high. You know, like some things I don't even know I would have paid that price for them today. And then other things, it seemed like they were fairly reasonable. Oh, look, porcelain dolls. You remember they were big. Everybody loved porcelain dolls. Oh, and kid furniture. Get your telescope, globe. All the cool kids had globes too. We didn't. We did not have globes. Baseball cards. I mean, oh wow, look at these. Aren't they cool? Super cool. I might have had something like this in teal. I wonder if it comes in teal. Girl Talk AM FM cassette player. See, that was $34.99 for B. It seems kind of pricey to me. And this was a long time ago. Maybe that was because this was like modern technology. I don't know. But all kinds of stuff. Look at the roller blades and roller skates. Remember, that was huge. That was a huge thing. You know, I should probably just do a video on this catalog because of how cool it is. What is this? Is this a play? Snowmobile? D. So this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles snowmobile is built for fun and safety. Wow. I'm not really sure. Looks like it's a sled. It's like a sled, but it looks like a snowmobile. So just, you know, all the cool stuff. And it even still has the coupons included. World's first dual deck VCR. Wow. Wow. And some furnishings. And telephones. Wow. What's this? What is this video phone? What? Video phone. Discover a new way to reach out and touch someone. What in the world? Full color and motion video camera can be activated and deactivated for privacy. What? This is like FaceTime in 1992. How did I not even know about this? Well, you can see that it was $1,600. That was quite a bit of money. This is crazy though. Did we know about this? I don't know. I didn't know about that. It was probably out of touch for me. Anyways, the big old TVs. So anyhow, I sold this incredible catalog. And I'm sure someone will really enjoy it. Sold it for $27.99. So I just listed this here recently. It is a pattern book for knitting. Lots of really pretty patterns in it. It's not super huge. It is book number 7. And this I sold for $18.99. So this is a vintage little springbook, I'm not sure how you say it, jigsaw puzzle. It's only 7 inches in diameter. Features Miss Piggy. It is complete. And this I've had listed for a little while. I'd say maybe not a little while, maybe a couple years. I sold this for $15.99. I have 2 books here. This is Preaching with Purpose by J.E. Adams. This book has a good bit of highlighting and marking throughout it. I sold this for $9. And then this is a vintage hardcover, the Children's Bible. This is by Golden Press. I've sold a couple of these before. They're fairly common to run across. They have beautiful illustrations, and they sell pretty well. I mean, they're not worth a ton of money, but this one, you can see it has a little wear, but still very, very usable. And this one I sold for $14.99. Another catalog, this one is JCPenney's, and this one is 2009, so it's not as cool as the other one, but same story, same place I got it. This one I sold for $25.55, so these are going really quickly. I've only had them listed a couple days. As I said, I listed 4, and now I have sold 2, so I only have 2 more listed. This one's a little smaller than the other one, so it'll probably cost me a little less to ship, so that is good. And then I have this, which I also just listed. So if you have watched these eBay post videos of mine, I've been yapping around about all these patterns that I have to list and how I wanted to get them listed and how I've been getting them super cheap and how they're selling. So this one, just listed this one, I believe yesterday. So this is a special brand. I've never heard of it, but apparently it's fairly popular. I don't know if it's out of print or what. I couldn't find this particular design, which is a tanks, camisoles, and dresses pattern, but I found some others, and I thought, well, I'll list it for $19.99, and maybe I could have sold it for more, but I'm happy with it selling. So I'm going to put this in one of those eBay standard envelopes. It's going to cost me like $1 and a little bit to mail it. And it cost me hardly anything. It might have cost me 10 cents. So there you have that. This was for a lot of 2 CoverGirl Exhibitionist matte 24-hour lipsticks in shade 640 Thrill Seeker. Very pretty, kind of fuchsia rose type of color. And I sold the 2 of these for $7.98. These came from Wholesale Ninjas. This is a World Biblical Commentary number 42 for the Book of Ephesians by Andrew T. Lincoln. This is a vintage hardcover. It does have the dust jacket, and it's in pretty nice used condition. I have a few of these listed. I don't have the whole series. Well, maybe series isn't the word. I don't have the whole set. Anyways, so I just listed them individually, and that's fine. And this one I sold for $23.99. And actually, this is another very similar situation. I had several of these, not the entire collection. And I've had them listed for a couple years, and every once in a while I sell one. So I just sold volume 7. This is the Encyclopedia of World War II, the Marshall Cavendish, I don't know, illustrated encyclopedia. It's an ex-library book. Has some wear, has the typical library stuff, you know, card pocket. And this book here I sold for $12.55. Have I told you lately how much I love to sell sewing notions and sewing supplies? I don't know, I just enjoy it. I enjoy them. I don't know. Anyways, what you see here are 3 Dritz sew-on snaps. Now these are all 1/4 inch, number 85, but there's 2 packs that are round and 1 pack that they're like a diamond shape. Just a different manufacturing phase. These are also a 1/4 inch. They're all translucent in color. They both have 12 sets in them. These I got super, super cheap. I actually probably have a video that has these in it. They were from a fabric fair, one that had a whole bunch of notions like this, like bunched together in bags for like a 1/4 or 15 cents. So these 3 I sold together as a little lot for $15.25. Well, I've sold the 3rd catalog. I have listed 4, so I have 1 left. I haven't even gotten these to their their resting place. They're still sitting here waiting to be put away. I don't even know if I should bother to put the last one away. This is a Sears 1991, 1992 fall winter catalog. This one is the biggest, probably 1.5 inches. All sorts of stuff in it. It's just packed. And I think this one, yeah, look at this. There's like lighting, outdoor lighting. This one has some more. The mowers are in this one. I mean, like running boards, you name it, it's in here. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, radar detectors. I used to have one of these. Wow. Okay. Anyways, sold this one for $24.99. This is a Bible study by Lifeway Resilient Faith. It is unwritten, new. This I sold for $12. And then I have a stack. There's 11 of these, and they are new. It's also a Bible study. Well, it's a course workbook by Ron Blue, Master Your Money series. I've had these listed a while, at least 2 years, and they just sold for $28. So what is this? It may be a little hard to decipher, but these are for like the ceramic Christmas trees that light up. They're called a yellow candle blossom light that we would put in there. Not exactly sure how many is in the package. Many. And it is sealed. I don't know what this, I guess this is, it was from Dottie's Ceramics at some point. Looks like it was $10 way back when. Anyways, a while ago, I got a big bag of all sorts of different ceramic light things like these from the Goodwill, and I've been selling them. This package here I sold for $14. And another World Biblical Commentary. I sold a couple of these this month, I believe. Just listed them. This one is on Proverbs. It's number 22. And I sold this for $22.75. And this is a set of 4 books by R.C. Sproul. I could have sold these individually, but some of them were worth more than others, and I thought they would sell well together, even though this is not a complete set. But we have Galatians, Acts, Luke, and Romans, and these are all in pretty good condition. Some have a little more wear to them than others. I think there was a little page discrepancy on one of them, like page edge discrepancy. Anyways, these did not take long to sell. I had someone message me and ask if I would split these up, and there was a lot of watchers already and a lot of interest, and so I said, not right now. I just listed them and I think they're going to sell like this. Thanks for the interest. And they did. They sold $57.99 for the set of 4. So this is a lot of American Girl doll clothing, and I think this right here is the real feature, the real draw on this lot. So you can see there's a little bit of hair there. I bought a big bag of doll clothes from the Goodwill, and the reason I bought them was because I think it was this. I could see through the bag, and the way it was bent, I could see that it was American Girl doll. And so I thought, I'm gonna buy this, and I went through it all, separated it all out. There were some non-American Girl doll things that didn't have labels. Everything that did say American Girl doll, I included in this lot. And they're in varying conditions. Some look really good, some look kind of rough. Here's these little mittens that go with this special ensemble here. So this is Kirsten's Winter Woolens. And there's also some Bitty Baby items. Bitty Baby is another American Girl thing. So this, I think, is a Bitty Baby something or another. I think. It says Pleasant Company. Anyways, an assortment of stuff in here. And I've had this listed for a little while. Had a lot of watchers on it. And then someone messaged me and wanted to know if I would take less. So it was listed for $101. And so I said, I'll take 96. And they said, would you do 86? And I said that I would like to just lower the price first to 96 because I had a lot of watchers and I wanted to give them the opportunity to purchase it at the reduced price. And so then they said, I'll take it at 96. So I sold it for 96. It's just an assortment of things. I think this is a little shawl. This, I think, is a little, yeah, like a little cape, like pretend you're cutting hair. Just a bunch of random items. So it sold for $96. So here I have another little Columbia winter coat. This is a youth for tea, brand new. I've told about these before, but I got these at a Dick's Warehouse store or outlet that we have. It was towards the end of last winter, and they were on clearance, $10 a piece. So I have had money invested in these a while. I think this is the third one I've sold in the last couple months, so I'm excited. I think it's the 4th or 5th total I've sold. I don't remember exactly how many I bought, but you can see here, last year, the regular price was $105. I have 2 different colors, so this is by far the most popular color. So I sold this for $50.99. And just a little side note, these are pipe cleaner people. You'll have to look it up. They're super fun to make. And I've been making these with my children. Lots of fun. You can bend them and a lot of fun. You can get everything at the Dollar Tree to make this little craft. Anyways, Columbia coat, $50.99. This is a pre-owned book. Hardcover does have some wear, but even still, I sold this for $33.99. It is an introduction to biblical ethics, and this is the 3rd edition of this book. So here we have, this is just some sort of game. I'm not an expert on this. Actually, many things I sell, I don't have a lot of knowledge about. I kind of learn as I go, but it's okay. You don't have to be an expert on everything. You can look it up, you can research it, you can list what you know, you can post pictures, and a lot of times the people who are buying the things, they know what they want, they know what they're looking for. You know, and sometimes I'll even say in my item description, I'm not an expert. I don't know any more about this. This is what it is. Look at the pictures closely. I'm happy to give you more pictures, so on and so forth. So this is one of the things I don't really know anything about. I bought a case of these little game booster packs. Yeah, I bought a case of 16 of these. It had 8 of the light side, and it had 8 dark side, and then there was just one extra little box. So I bought a total of 17 of these. I thought they were all new. They were at Walmart. They were on clearance for $1 a piece. I scanned one, the barcode here in the eBay app. There's the barcode. And I saw that they were worth a little something. There are certain characters that are really desirable to people. And, you know, people had an interest in these. So I bought them. So I spent $17 plus whatever tax. And when I got around to listing these and looking at these, I discovered that these 5 looked brand new, but they were not brand new. So let me show you how I figured that out. And I'm so glad that I figured it out, and that, you know, I closely examined them. So this is the bottom of the box. And I don't know if you can see, there's a circular clear sticker on the edge of the box. And then the top of the box also has a clear plastic sticker. Now this one has been cut through because I opened it. But the reason I opened it is because, and this one is kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can find one that's more visible. Maybe I'm not going to be able to show it real clearly. But the reason was that I realized that there was actually 2 round translucent stickers. You can kind of see the edge of the first one here. I don't know if you can see that. And then, so there were 2 on there. One was slightly larger and on top of the previous one. You can see it there. And the initial round sticker had been cut through. So then the second clear sticker was placed on top and camouflaged the original round sticker. Yeah, you can see, well, you could kind of see it right there a little. I mean, it looked pretty good, but when I looked closer, I realized that. And then it occurred to me what had probably happened. So now I don't know for a fact that this happened, but my speculation is that someone bought a bunch of these, opened them up, got more of these little seals. This is probably something they did. Maybe it was a way to make money. I don't know. And they opened them up, kept the ones that had the figures they wanted, returned the others. So these inside, they look really good. They're just opened. That's it. So what I did with these ones that had the seal, the double seal, that I suspected had been pre-opened, I just opened them up and photographed them with the figures that they had. There were a total of 6 boxes that were like this. One of them was a duplicate of these 5 characters, so I just donated that one. And these 5 I just listed as is, and I sold these for $20.99. I'm still going to make back my money and some profit on these, so I'm pleased with that. I was initially pretty discouraged by the situation, but thankful that all 17 I purchased weren't destroyed. Thankful for that. So I have the rest of them that are in fact new. listed in a separate listing, just waiting to sell them. And I'm hoping that they'll fit in this box here. I guess we shall see. So maybe you know what this is. I didn't know what this was when I spotted this. I was actually going to buy a bag from the Goodwill with like some different toys in it, and this was in there as well. And turns out this was a show, I believe. My husband informed me that what this was. This is from 1979. It's Battle of the Planets, and it's a frame tray puzzle, pre-owned, decent condition. I haven't had this listed very long. It went pretty quickly. I sold this for $14.75. So we have that there. And then another one of my favorites, if you've been watching my eBay videos, what I've sold, or maybe even in this video, I love selling patterns. Really enjoy that. I get them for hardly anything, sometimes free. This pattern, I have sold at least one of this before, I think. This one I sold for $9.99. It's brand new. It's pre-owned but factory folded and uncut. So it's just a scrub pattern, sewing pattern. And this is a audio book from Dr. David Jeremiah. People are asking, is this the end? And this I sold for $22.99. So this is a magic weave little kit. The box has some wear to it. As you can see, this is a vintage item, but unused. So you use this multicolored yarn to eliminate color changes, and you weave this design. This is for a little baby blanket, and the pattern is called, or the design, Nursery Rhyme Baby Coverlet. And you have your material here and your yarn. And this I sold for $31.35. I listed this like not even 24 hours it was sold. This went super quick. Then we have a unique lipstick in shade Opportunistic. This I sold for $15. I just lowered the price on this. It was, I think, like $15.95. So just lowered it to $15, and that went very quickly. And then we have a book, Leanings in Joshua by Arthur W. Pink. Books by Pink are kind of popular. This one is quite old. This is a 1971 hardcover, but it still has plenty of life, does have some wear to it. And this one I sold for $16.25. This is a vintage hardcover, Lectures in Systematic Theology. It has no dust jacket, but it is in pretty good condition. This I've had listed a little while, I'd say at least a year, and I just sold it for $15. And we have another sewing pattern. This is a Butterick, cute little dress here. This is pre-owned but uncut, still factory folded. I also want to mention, well, I sold this for $9.95. I want to mention I didn't film, but I did sell another one of those scrubs patterns that I just sold a few clips back. This is a little set that I put together. It's 3 little boy pants. They are in sizes 12 to 18 months, and I've had these listed for quite some time, and they've sold finally, yay. So these are sold for $14.55. And this I actually almost didn't list. It's volume 7 of a little kit. I think it's for youth. It's got some different like sessions and DVDs, and but I just wasn't sure if it would sell. It's the leader pack, volume 7 by Lifeway. Oh, it's for preteens, but it did, and it sold pretty quickly actually. I think it's been listed maybe like 2 months. I sold this for $21.99. So you just saw everything that I sold for the month of October, and you heard a little bit about it. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. eBay for me it really is a joy. It's fun. I'm finding a new home for these things. I'm searching for treasures. I'm learning new things. There's a lot of surprise when I sell something. It's just a lot of fun for me. So anyways, for the month of, it wasn't October. I'm sorry. That was September. Hope I didn't say. That was the month of September. Everything I sold in September 2024. So I had a total of 49 sales. I was hoping to get to 50, but I didn't quite make it. But 49 is great. I'm happy with that. On the other side of things, I listed 159 listings, which is much, much better than I have been doing for months and months. And I do believe there is some sort of algorithm that connects your activity on eBay with your sales. So I personally believe the more consistently you're listing, and if you make some purchases from eBay, that it increases your sales. Now, I don't know if that's always the case for me, because sometimes I have these fluke months where I do terrible and I have great sales, but in general. So I have been working for years to try to get to 2,000 active listings, and I don't have it. I'm almost to 1,500. I'm not there yet. I'm not going to make it this year. It will probably go on to be next year's goal. But I did get 159 listed this month, and I got all of those patterns. If you've watched these videos before, lately I've really gotten into listing sewing patterns online. And I've found that there's kind of a little niche there. And so I had a big box of sewing patterns, and I got those all listed this past month. So I was thrilled with that. Now on to other things. Right now I'm working on some fabrics, and then I've got a lot of books to go through. And speaking of books, this month of my items sold, okay, so I had 49 sales, and some of those sales had multiple items in the sale. So like maybe there was a lot of 4 books, or maybe there was one singular book. But in total, I sold 40 books last month. I think that's really good. And I love to sell books. Books are so easy to store, easy to ship. Love them. So I had a total profit of $543.33. That is after all of my shipping costs, all of my eBay fees, and all of my expenses. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Just as a part-time thing here at home, I made on average $11.09 per sale. So happy with that. I look for that number hopefully to grow as we approach Christmas. Generally, November and December are really good months for me. Also, so is January and February. I think maybe with like tax returns. I'm not sure exactly, but those are normally my biggest months. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments, and I'll see you again next month with another eBay video.